Holy Testicle Tuesdays.
Shit.
What the hell are we doing?
Testicle Tuesdays. Oh, my goodness.
Holy Testicle Tuesdays, Batman.
Quick, Robin, grab the anti-testicle Tuesday spray.
Right. Gotta erase it. Anyway, you got us two wonderful weirdo assholes again. The Shred is back.
Your two favorite truffle fucks.
Right. Truffle fucks. I gotta put that one in my back pocket. All right. As we said, we are definitely back every week now. Unfortunately, I was laid up with a hamstring incident the other night, but here we are. So we're going to obviously shred through yet another fucktastic list of horrible shit just for you. If you are watching, share it out right now. Share it all over the place.
Right now.
And, you know, let's get some good comments from the comment section. And we would love to hear from you and your thoughts.
Absolutely.
So share it out right now and get your friends some popcorn, your favorite beer, pot, whatever, and get ready to laugh your fucking guts out during the dinner hour.
Exactly. Don't be choking on your mashed potatoes, but if you do, tell us all about it.
I just got some really weird visuals in my head off of that one. He's masturbating in his mashed potatoes. There's a t-shirt for you. Anyway.
I don't know if we can sell that one.
Probably not. But as many people that tune in to listen to us, I'm sure they probably would wear it because they're just as weird as we are. Which is awesome. Stay weird, please. No normalcy. Before we get started with this piece of shit, let's take a quick commercial break. Who do we want to start with?
I don't know. Who do you want to start with?
Today's Creep Shop.
Hell yeah.
Has she really upped her game? We're talking about the lady that is so famous for those creepy fucking dolls and other collectibles that she's so good at. Now she's got all this like new spooky clothing, and I gotta tell you, I want that apron.
Same. Maybe we can get her to send us some for our new show.
You know, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you what, I'll send her the commercial since we've re-upped it. In a new fashion and updated it, and she's probably going to fall all over the place going, oh, yay, I'll give you stuff.
I probably need to update it again. I haven't for a few months, but that's what happens when you don't have internet.
Well, it is fan-fucking-tastic, and all of you out there that are into horror and anything else of the dark side, if you will, most definitely something she has you are going to want. Check her out at the new website, DezeaSCreepshot.com.
Absolutely.
All right. Oh, and those witch's hat earrings are to die for.
Oh, yeah. They're adorable.
They're so cute. All right. So
all right.
This is called thegeorgianne.com. First of all, who the fuck is Georgianne and why do we need to know?
I don't know, but it's the Georgianne Media Group, whatever the flying fuck that is.
It sounds like something they named after their grandma.
It does. The Granny like horror, or, you know, was Grammy a big fan of Halloween? Because what the fuck gives these people, like, the audacity to think they know what they're talking about?
It just doesn't scream, you know, media anything.
No, it
in my
doesn't
opinion.
involve, the words blood or murder or spooky or anything interesting. So why do they think they know about horror?
I don't know. They probably know more about tea parties and doing
No
stupid
polish.
shit. Yes, and getting facials. Anyway, so they think they know that what to recommend for all of us who are diehard horror fans, not just in October, but all year round, what we should be watching this Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is the top 10 movies to watch this Halloween.
Top 10.
Top 10.
So right there, we already know it's gonna suck.
Ooh, yeah.
And in a major way, although where they lead off. Now, see, here's the part that really kind of bothers me, and I'll see if I can't get it in. There we go. So they have a killer fucking poster as a thumbnail at the top of this lousy list. And there are some seriously cool shit on there that I would imagine would be on this list. Not all of them, because I mean, who the fuck's going to watch a shark? Unless you're,
unless
shark
you're
activist or something.
Unless you're my mom. Anyway.
Well, no, that's fine. I just would not consider that October material.
No.
I think of like more period type stuff like Dracula, Frankenstein.
Right.
But, Wolfman, even. You could throw that in there.
Looking at this collage, I'm pretty sure only 2 of the pictures in that collage were in this list. Maybe 3.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a few in there. I mean, and if you want a good laugh, I mean, who the hell wouldn't want to watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Oh, yeah.
Along with Elvira. The original It.
Yes.
With the master himself, Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Chucky's in there, and my favorite Crypt Keeper.
Oh, yeah.
Who the fuck doesn't want to watch Tales from the Crypt?
One other
Reanimator's in there. The original. Well, no, it's not the original. It's the remake of The Fly.
Another major issue I have with this is that, Mikey and Jason are huge, and Freddy is like this big. It's like those are the 3. Those are the 3. You cannot do Freddy this disservice.
I don't know why they're always hating. I mean, I realized, that the first film, he was in it for 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole franchise kind of got better from there as far as content and effects and stuff like that. But in the end, I still see more people voting for Freddy than they do Jason.
I will die on this grave of saying that Freddy is better.
Robert Englund, we love you, man.
Yes. All right, but getting into this fucking shitstorm.
So naturally, the first place they go is the Halloween franchise. So what they're telling you out there is to literally watch all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, more importantly, we know that on, I think it's October 15th, the last film of the franchise.
Right.
The last. Because you know how that goes. Somebody's going to come around.
Halloween ends, and then in 5 or so years, there'll be Halloween resurrected again.
Yeah, somebody's going to revisit it. Who knows? Maybe they'll
terrorizes the senior home.
Well, shit, they made Jason take over Manhattan. Maybe they'll have Michael take over Vancouver.
As long as they don't start, sending him to space, then we're okay.
Oh man, yeah. Let's not send Michael out into outer space. Michael Myers and the Dark Side of the Moon. We don't want to see that. Happy Son's Day, son.
Hey, what up, brother?
Thanks for tuning in. I see you're hard at work. Must not be if you're watching us two fucks. Anyway. So naturally it says Michael Myers. This popular slasher franchise has gone on longer than most. That's because they keep fucking with the timeline.
Exactly.
Which I have to say, they did a pretty good job of doing that because it
Right.
really hasn't totally fucked with everybody's idea of this franchise. And with its most recent Halloween Kills, which was absolutely just a barnstormer,
Oh,
kills
yeah.
were unbelievably amazing.
Agreed.
And a big old twist at the end that we did not see coming.
Absolutely.
And it says the newest to the franchise has been said to be more of a setup for the final movie, Halloween Ends. No shit.
Really?
Where were you when Blumhouse said it was going to be a trilogy? I mean, you must have been living in a trash can, a dumpster, some fucking place to not know that they already told all the fans that that's what was going to happen.
Exactly.
I mean, look at their advertising for this last film,
Yeah.
where it's just all, it's the big final fight between his sister and him. You look at the movie poster, it's both of them.
Well, I mean, except supposedly that's not actually his sister according to this timeline.
Oh, well, yeah, they did take that part out. Fuck. See, they managed to fuck with my head.
See, except in this case, you're not the one who sucks, they do. I think that was a cool point, and I don't like that they undid it. All right, whatever, brother.
Hey, we appreciate it, though. The more people watching and talking, the better. So, yeah, it's like, come on. Everyone saw this coming. And we all kind of already know what's going to happen at the end. The question remains, does Michael die for real? And does Jamie Lee Curtis's character die also?
I mean, honestly, I think they're intertwined. You know, one can't die without the other dying. But.
Well, I mean, as amazing as Jamie Lee Curtis is, I cannot actually see her, continuing this role.
Right.
I mean, she gave it a hell of a go around for this series of 3 films because, I mean, she's running, she's, engaging in fights. And I mean, it was epic, very epic. But I don't know. I just don't know if she can survive really doing another one without having stunt people and all that.
Right.
Bullshit. This could be her way to close the chapter on a 40 fucking year, journey.
Exactly.
From when the 1978 film came out. So, and it says, we follow the main character, Michael, who is our main slasher. Really? We didn't know that.
If they're
I thought he was the fucking donut guy.
If they're talking about, something kind of obscure, fine, give us a full rundown. But we're talking about what movies you should watch on Halloween. Halloween is kind of a no fucking brainer, and I'm pretty sure even if you've never watched any of the films, you know Michael's name. You don't need to fucking tell us.
No, it's like, do you think you're talking to a group of idiots?
Apparently.
Michael Myers is just a household name as Michael Jackson has been. So it's like, come on, everyone's heard of him.
Exactly.
The fast-paced and masked killer is a timeless classic that can have some gory scenes, or originally takes place in small towns. Towns.
You mean Haddonfield is more than one town?
Exactly.
It specifically says originally takes place. So that would mean the first one. I'm pretty sure they didn't set a foot outside Haddonfield.
There was one.
Oh yeah, when you're in like the mental hospital, whatever. But like,
well, actually, it was H2O.
Right.
H2O.
Yeah,
was
that's
the one
true. I love that one.
He had to venture out of Haddonfield, not very far, mind you.
No.
In order to get at Jamie Lee Curtis, who came back for the first time.
Right.
After being in the second film. So.
Right.
I mean, you could say that, but originally, I mean, it's always been.
Yeah. And really, it takes place on Halloween? I had no idea.
It does.
Really? I had
Didn't know that.
idea. Me neither.
I mean, it's not like a massive bead, damn it. The title gives it away every time. So
exactly.
Every fucking app, television show, or station or whatever that shows movies is going to be showing one of them. And there's plenty of them.
Exactly. Except they never show part 3, which really bugs me. I had to buy it on Amazon.
I hate to say
it. Look, I know everyone hates it. And apart from that god-awful earworm song, I think it's a great film, and it does not get the credit it needs.
You know, as a standalone film not called Halloween 3, I bet you it would have done better.
Agreed.
Because you took us up a notch when they came out with Halloween 2.
Right.
And, you know, the saga never really was finished. It's like they made you think he was dead.
Right.
Oh, you didn't see it coming that they could reanimate him like he just suffered burns.
Yeah.
Come on.
They should have named the movie like 3 More Days Till Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
You know what? It's just like Friday the 13th Part 5, where the person in the hockey mask was not Jason Voorhees.
That is true.
That film also tanked.
Yep, it did.
It really did. But, you know, going back and watching, you know, that again, you kind of see a little bit of the brilliance of it.
Right.
Because there's still that degree of mystery.
Right.
Mystery. Sorry. I had a
saw.
spot. We saw.
We saw.
Anyways, so, I mean, if you're a diehard Michael fan like I am, you'll watch them all.
Oh, yeah.
You know, including Rob Zombie's, if you can get past the first one. If you get past the first one, the second one's kind of wacky, like a bad acid trip.
I think you need to experience a bad acid trip to even begin to understand that film.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, here we go again.
Yeah.
I definitely can say that most of the film, actually all of it, there wasn't a single film in the Scream series that I didn't like. There was not one.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Oh, go ahead.
So, no, I'm okay with that assessment. You know, they are pretty good. And I definitely think it is something you should watch on Halloween.
Well, actually, anytime. It's good any time of the year, really.
Oh, yeah,
but, you know, if you're going to do a 31 Days of Halloween like I always do every year, always watch a horror movie once a day, definitely should be in your wheelhouse.
Agreed.
You know, the whole series is great. And let's face it, the latest one that came out in 2022 fucking rocked balls.
I actually haven't seen it yet.
Good. Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
I have not seen that one yet, no.
You have got to watch.
Oh, I know I do.
It's so good. And it's nice to see a lot of these new actors, actresses that are now stepping into, you know, some iconic style roles. Since, you know, a lot of our original leading ladies and men are now kind of like going to the off a little bit. But yeah, so it's I can't.
This write-up is so bad. I'll read it.
Go ahead, because I might puke.
Another slasher film, which has also led to a show and another installment in the franchise, Scream 2022. This follows a series of slashings across multiple towns, all following the main girl, Sydney. Who's wearing the ghost face costume? That's for you to find out.
Now, wait a minute. My first problem with this is the towns thing again.
Yeah.
It always comes back to what town?
I'm drawing a blank.
That's why I said it. It keeps coming back to the original place where it started.
Right.
In It's this little fucking town in Southern California.
Yeah.
Anybody out there in the comment section, if you know the answer, please tell me. I'm racking my brain, and I'm not quick enough to get on Google. I think it's called Summer something or other.
Woodsboro.
I was so fucking wrong. All right. Woodsboro. It all comes back to Woodsboro. There's not a single fucking film in the franchise that either A, takes place there or references it.
Agreed.
Let me guess, you got all the way through the thing, didn't you?
I did, because it was very short and stinky and to the point.
How in the blue fucking hell? How?
How? And like, if you're gonna recommend movies to me, how about you make it sound like something I want to watch?
It's like trying to order, some type of meal. It should be something that entices you instead of making you want to just, throw your head in the toilet.
Exactly.
That was about as exciting as wiping my ass after taking a massive beat, because that's what you get. Horrible.
Horrible.
Finally, this film gets mentioned.
Thank you.
They actually went the extra mile here, and literally 4 sentences long, though.
Yeah, and once again, I don't know if okay, that write-up is that much better.
Oh, that ain't much. We're talking about fucking Beetlejuice, a legendary film that legit, it does not matter how old you are. You should experience this film.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
Michael Keaton's arguably greatest role ever. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I'll agree with that.
Don't get me wrong. He was our first remake Batman.
Right. And he was great.
And he was very good at it.
He was.
But nothing really compares to how he plays this character.
Agreed.
An undeniable classic with witty and lovable villain. Oh, wait, with a witty and lovable villain. I almost kind of feel like he was the hero. Or should I say anti-hero?
Yeah. No, I'll definitely agree with that. I don't know if he's really a villain. Like, he's maybe a little bit creepy towards Lydia, but like,
Well, I mean, they became best fucking friends in the cartoon.
Oh yeah.
I swear they were in love.
Oh, I'm so fucking absolutely. Well, no, thinking about it, he definitely was not the bad guy. If anything, he kind of saved the day in a weird way.
Very much so. It was his crazy, fucked up actions that actually, brought some peace between the living and the dead.
Exactly.
Because, as we know, the dead can't trust the living. Gee, I wonder why. It's like, come on. Fucking afraid of their own shadow.
Exactly.
It follows a recently deceased couple who have found their home invaded by the living. Isn't that kind of redundant?
It really kind of is.
That is absolutely ridiculously stupid to say that. Why can't you actually give character names? What's wrong with that? The Dietz family. That's who fucking moves in.
Exactly.
They could have said that.
This movie's also very popular. I would have been okay with saying that name. You didn't need to tell me Michael's name,
Exactly. It's like they have to force feed you the icons. But, I mean, let's not say without a shadow of a doubt that Beetlejuice is, in fact, an iconic film. It is.
Yeah, for sure.
It is a fucking staple in the horror comedy genre. Let's face it. I laugh my ass off every fucking time, and it gets funnier every time I see it.
Exactly.
Not to quote Beetlejuice there, as he was talking about The Exorcist. I guess if I was Beetlejuice, I would find it funnier every time too.
That's fair. And the last line is so wrong.
Their one mistake is hiring the wrong person to help get them out. Of course, they're talking about that fucking beached whale ortho.
Yeah, exactly. But like the first whole half of the movie is them fucking things up. How's that their only mistake? And in the end, he does save the day. So was it really a mistake?
Actually, it was the Maitlands who kept fucking everything up.
Yep.
They had excellent resources on how to get people out of their house, to get the living out of there. And they just were not very good at it.
No, they really weren't.
No, and then until, Lydia ends up becoming friends with them, which I thought was very cool, because normally people are fucking afraid of ghosts and want to do everything they can to get them out. And she actually befriends them. And it's her crazy ass parents that were the really big problem. And then, of course, like I said, Ortho comes in. And, well, prime example of somebody fucking around with shit they don't understand.
Ooh, yeah.
Now, these next two.
This pisses me off, if anything, that they're taking up 2 slots. First of all, they're cheating again with another franchise as well.
They are.
And then,
because it's called the Conjuring Universe.
Exactly. And you can't say the Conjuring franchise and then separately put Annabelle.
Now, we'll get to Annabelle here in a minute.
Right.
Because I believe our big wolfy friend will have a good time with that one.
I agree.
But I can honestly say, to a degree, that the Conjuring franchise belongs on this list. Because, to me, there's only certain ones in this franchise that are even worth watching.
Yeah.
Most notably, the first one and the second one. Those two are very well done. That third one should have been called I Thought I Was Making a Movie on Kojak and fucked up and called it Conjuring Part 3. And let's face it, my main man, the devil, doesn't even show up in the film. Exactly. Now, if I would have saw that in the movie, I probably would have watched the rest of it. I got 10 minutes in and said, go fuck yourself. Exactly. Anyways, the Conjuring franchise is truly something that will make you scared of the dark.
Huh?
Riveting.
How thrilling.
Was it supposed to make you do cartwheels and snort fucking pop out of your nose or something? What the fuck? Actually, to tell you the truth, I'd much rather see that. That'd be one hell of a horror show. Following 2 paranormal investigators across towns and countries, we see them expel horrors that are based on real life events. People, based on, it doesn't really cover it because they did, in fact, experience this.
Right. And
it's documented.
Right. I mean, it's definitely enough in the, what's the word I'm looking to? Dramatize a little bit more and stuff to make it more exciting of a film.
Well, sure. I mean, Hollywood has to put their stank on it.
Oh, yeah. But, like, I don't know.
But to have another film that's actually in the franchise and call it I think we're at number 4, maybe?
Something like that.
Annabelle, which is probably the absolute worst of the entire series.
Yep.
We're
Agreed.
talking about a doll that does nothing.
Nothing.
Literally
I want
nothing.
scary dolls. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'll go watch Child's Play or dolls or toys or something. Not this bullshit.
I think Dead Silence has that entire doll genre kind of locked up because that fucking movie was freaky from start to finish with a big old twist at the end. And, you know, let's face it, the main, you know, ghosty, her name was Mary something or other.
Oh, Mary Shaw.
Mary Shaw, yeah. Literally had herself made into a doll. So you have a life-sized human being as a doll literally coming after your ass and can kill you in unspeakable ways. I got to pass on Annabelle, and I want it to just go away, get stamped on.
I'm letting him have a cage. It's time.
It is. That is what you get.
That is what you get.
I mean, I don't care how they dress it up. I have to say again, if all you want is jump scares, go play a fucking video game.
Yeah.
I don't want jump scares.
Another thing that really gets me is, yes, porcelain dolls are creepy, but I honestly think that movie would have been scary if they stayed true to the real Annabelle and used the fucking Raggedy Ann.
This is true. The fact that if it could speak in a very awesome demonic way and could run after you.
Yeah.
Now that would be cool. Because, I mean, we can, we think of the demonic toys and the fucking Puppet Master.
Oh, yeah.
They all could move and make sound and kill you themselves. They don't have to possess nobody.
No.
They just come after you and go, you're dead. And of course, Chucky, he's the king.
No, of course.
Never thought it could actually be cool, but I'll tell you what, when I was a kid and had stuffed animals and, they were making dolls like that back then.
Right.
And somebody decides to turn that, peaceful idea of a kid's toy into a killer.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, can't beat that with a fucking stick.
Oh, yeah, and there's nothing fucking scarier than the reveal when they show, oh, shit, you ain't got a battery pack. Right. That's just scary.
Very much so.
Moving on.
Yeah, I don't even want to read that.
No.
God damn it. Stop it. Stop it with The Exorcist. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. We've all seen it. We know it's great, but it's not that one that you want to put on that's going to put the creepy in your shivers at night and make you want to turn all the lights on. That doesn't do it. The one that does it is The Exorcist Part 3.
Okay, I'd be okay with that, but the original one
was 10,000 times more terrifying than the original. Like I said, if you were a Catholic in the 70s, then that probably would have fucking knocked your wig back and have you grabbing your pillow and your little crucifix and your little paper Bible.
Indeed.
Hugging it for dear life, because sure, that would be terrifying to you. For me, I was like, fuck yeah, this bitch is awesome.
Let the sin begin.
Seriously, that was some really good shit.
Agreed.
Never was done before. That was something, and let's not even begin to say how many films of possession that they have made since then.
Yes.
In my opinion, were way fucking better.
Agreed.
The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yeah.
There was a actual 2-film one. I forget what it was called. The Exorcism of somebody. Some other girl, but they ended up making 2 films of it, and she ends up being fully possessed at the end. And literally becomes the embodiment of the demon, and the demon goes and walks around the city starting to destroy it. It was amazing. She just walks off into the abyss. No, the good didn't triumph that day.
No, it didn't.
So many other possession films, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I call it fun with my friends. Me and the demons are close. So it's like it had its day 40 plus years ago.
Agreed.
The only one that really kind of comes out of that era, in my opinion, that is still super fucking good is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Agreed, 100%.
It was downright horrific.
Still is.
Absolutely. It's like, why don't they ever bring that up?
They don't.
Now, this next one, I kind of sort of agree with.
I'm totally good with that.
Now, this is funny. They start off by saying kids are creepy enough. Really? Weren't you a kid once before?
Apparently, they were a creepy one.
Oh, shit. The fuck? Leave it to Beaver and shit? Get the fuck out of here. So we're talking about Children of the Corn. Now, in my opinion, if you're on a road trip and you break down in some little desolate town that, has all of about 100 people that live there.
Yeah.
And there are no adults, but there are kids of all ages running around with scythes and machetes and huge carving knives, and every adult known to man is dead.
Yeah.
I would say that would creep me the fuck out. I think
Agreed.
Stephen King really knocked it out of the park with this one.
Agreed.
Because, we've always heard of cults.
Right.
Always. But for kids to create their own.
Oh, yeah, that's a little
more terrifying.
Agreed.
Because, in a small town like that, your nearest police station is like an hour away, maybe two.
Yeah.
And they cut all the damn phone lines, so there's no calling them. They didn't have cell phones. They didn't have any of that shit. Not to mention, I don't know, if you've been to a small town, most of the time your cell phone doesn't even work.
Exactly.
Especially if you're somewhere in the Midwest, which is kind of where this story takes place, I believe.
Right.
It says, but in an endless maze, an empty town is another story. You see, right there, they're agreeing. They actually had a thought on this. This also is a franchise which I gotta say should not have taken place.
I agree.
It's one of those, it could have just... The second one wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But everything that came after that, it's like you're just beating a dead horse, thinking that just because everyone loves the first couple of them, they're going to love everyone that comes after that. How many fucking franchises have we seen that have died that way? You know what I mean?
Too fucking many.
This is also okay. We already figured this part out, you assholes. This is also a franchise that follows children who take over a town to create essentially a cult. These films will make you wonder about every cornfield you pass. Excuse me. When I see a fucking cornfield, I think of Jeepers fucking Creepers.
I think of that, or lesser known, I think of a Scarecrow movie called Husk.
Oh,
my first thought is not Children of the Corn.
I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. There was another one also that was called The House That October Built.
Yes.
That was pretty decent. It was a lower budget film. It was a straight to DVD, VOD.
Yeah.
But you know what? Some of the best goddamn movies are straight to video.
Exactly.
They just are. And it's because they didn't care if the big screen people liked it or not. Because let's face it, movies are getting popular now by getting it on their Amazon.
Exactly.
There's only a handful of films that people still go to the movie theater for. And it's usually because they've hyped it up too much. You know, the ones that always did well were like the Harry Potters and
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, you know, those were blockbusters. Or let's face it, John Wick. Everybody goes to the theater to see some John Wick. That's because Keanu Reeves is the shit.
That is true.
Which, yep, the rumors are true. He is reprising his role as motherfucking Constantine. It is going to happen. And if you haven't seen Constantine, the first one, based on the very, very dark graphic novel series, it is a masterpiece.
Gotcha.
From start to finish. So definitely check that out. Anyhow.
All right, this next one. I'm sorry. I am not afraid of no fucking Darth Maul with a shitty toupee. I'm not. I did not enjoy these movies that much. They're not even fucking scary.
My problem with the demon is that he just didn't do enough to make you want to run.
No.
Sure, he would pop up out of the corner of your eye. That's a jump scare, people.
Yeah.
I want to see him snatch a kid and like take a bite out of his neck or something. At least it gave us Georgie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little graphic, but still, it's scarier because it's more real feeling. It really didn't give you. I mean, the guy with the fucked up face that walked past the window outside the house was scarier than the demon.
Mm-hmm.
And let's face it, the guy who plays the old man in the lady's outfit, and the wig and all that was pretty much the whole fucking show.
Agreed.
And he was great.
Yeah.
But everybody just wants to talk about the little demon guy. Well, I got news for you. They have put together the next installment of Insidious. So we'll see. They keep kind of, I don't know if you've gotten this feeling yourself, but some things online kind of show that they're going to bring that demon back. If you're bringing him back, he better come back and pack a fucking Uzi with him.
Yeah, agreed, because no. And I definitely do not think that this should even be on the list.
Insidious?
Yeah.
I guess it just really depends on the person. I would have much rather have seen Darkness Falls be on here.
Yeah.
I've said it 1,000 times. I think Dead Silence should be on there. Even The Goodbye Man was good.
Or Sinister. I'd much rather see that than Insidious.
I wish they would do more with Sinister.
Agreed.
There is so much more they can do with it because it's a never-ending story.
Exactly.
It's a demon you can't.
Part 2 was no.
The only good part about part 2 was the fact that they showed Mr. Sinister more.
Yes, I'll agree with that.
Instead of just being a face on a video, a face on an old reel-to-reel, they actually had him physically walking around this time.
That is
which
true.
was cool. Shit, what was I thinking about?
I don't know.
I'd like to see the. Why wouldn't they mention the Black Phone?
I don't know.
It's a movie that just came out and would, in my opinion, would make this list want to say, "Hey, everyone loves the fuck out of this thing. Go see it. It's Halloween. It's spooky. They say it's super fucking scary.
Yeah.
Check it out." But no, they don't.
No,
Why do we always look backwards instead of the last 20 goddamn years?
Yeah.
Let's face it, horror has been revolutionized more in the last 20 years than the entire fucking 90s.
Yeah, that I'll agree with.
You had one big hit, which was Scream.
Right.
They reprised the best version of Bram Stoker's Dracula, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, but they didn't give us, well, I take that back. They gave us Interview with a Vampire, so that's got to be in there too. But still, you know, the 2000s have just had more.
Yeah, that's true. Now
this is interesting.
I love this film, but out of all of the Burton animated films, why'd you pick this one? And not Nightmare.
You know what's kind of funny?
Mm-hmm.
There are so many kids, and my son was one of them, who grew up with Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right.
And then this one.
Yeah.
To this day, he loves The Corpse Bride more than Nightmare Before Christmas. I've never understood why the difference between those two films and what would make Corpse Bride that much more popular amongst kids than The Nightmare Before Christmas. Was it the type of animation?
Or is it like the songs are catchier or something, maybe?
I mean, it could be.
I don't know.
The characters are darker, I guess you could say, because, you know, yeah, you had werewolves, you had vampires and all that stuff.
Right.
Every type of Halloween thing you could think of. But this was just focusing on the dead.
Right.
So, I don't know. Maybe that was the allure. The fact that it was a fucking love story. Although, let's face it, so was Nightmare Before Christmas.
Exactly.
But I think a lot of people missed it.
Yeah.
But when you see T-shirts and reproductions of merchandise and stuff like that, it's always Jack and Sally, the ultimate like couple.
It is. Although I don't think we see nearly enough merch with, you know, Lock, Shock, and Barrel or the Mayor. Or
there are so many great
characters. Like some of them you only see for a split second, but they're the coolest shit you ever didn't see. You know, the lake monsters, the vampires, you know, the one in the intro, the demon under the bed thing, or even, you know, the clown with the tearaway face. All those things are amazing.
Absolutely. Now, before we get to the last one, which we thank you all so much for tuning in, we're going to take a quick commercial break from one of my new sponsors, and as well as coming soon to 3 Witches Entertainment, the Viking Vault. Check it out. To say I almost get misty-eyed seeing this commercial. It's definitely something that is very, very near and dear to me, as well as all of us here at 3 Witches. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing one of the items there that you see, which is the ram's head with the runes around it. I never take it off. I never will. Just like my hammer. Never. But that's right. You too, if you are a follower of the Norse path, or just, lack of a better term, a fan of Viking culture, they have an assortment of different jewelry, and I think there's even like a little bit of clothing in there somewhere. It's been a minute since I looked.
I know they have like some backdrops and stuff. Like
that might be it. That might be what I'm thinking. Like home decor type stuff.
Yeah.
It's high quality. It doesn't take long to get it, you know, and you know, especially if you are ancestrally linked, like most of us are, to the Viking culture, Germanic, Norwegian, Scandinavian, whatever.
Right.
I mean, this is the place to go. And you can use my code Reaper15 and get your 15% off.
Absolutely.
Very happy to have them amongst us, with us.
There we go. Yes, we know Reaper's just a big teddy bear. Okay.
Exactly. Every devil has a soft spot. It's true.
It's true.
Well, even Lucifer was once in love. So. We end this list with actually one of the people in the poster above that we thought wouldn't make this list, but it did. And we're talking about the Nightmare on Elm Street. Of course, they only say Nightmare on Elm Street. They don't say franchise. Wow.
No, this is the rest of these. It's like, blah, blah, blah franchise, blah, blah, blah franchise. Even with like Insidious, it's like seeing a trend here, another franchise with multiple movies. And it's like, but you only mentioned the first Nightmare? Are you fucking kidding?
Okay, there is something about that first film, and as I grew up with it and actually seen it before it ever came out, and became like a world phenomenon. Right. It was pretty creepy, but when you really get down to the bare bones, he's barely in it.
Exactly.
And when they finally did a reboot, I almost want to say he was in it too much.
That's fair.
But, I would have rather have it been fucking Robert Englund, though.
Yeah.
He was taller. His voice was creepier. His dark sense of humor was better.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And what all that they have to say about this is painful. It's painful.
It looks painful because it's legit one big run-on sentence with two teeny tiny ones.
Oh, yeah. This is Don't Sleep, a supernatural slasher series. Oh, it does say series. Series directed by Wes Craven, who also makes an appearance in the Scream series. A man with blades for fingers terrorizes teenagers' sleep. First of all, they're not his fingers, they're a glove. This isn't Edward Scissorhands. But also,
here's another thing. Wes Craven took the idea of a slasher film to a whole new level that was never, ever explored. Exactly. He's a sleep demon.
Yes.
That means he's not mortal.
Exactly.
He is immortal, and unless you manage to drag his ass out of a dream into the real world, you can't kill him.
Exactly.
Why do you think he keeps coming back? I don't care how many magical kids they have in all these films that somehow manage to bring the light and set the souls free. Motherfucker just goes on collecting.
Oh, yeah, big time.
It's like, come on, man. I don't know why. It's like you said. There was a huge, big fucking Jason and a huge Freddy.
Right.
I mean, a huge Michael, but a small Freddy. It's like,
and yet this Jason didn't make this list.
No,
I don't understand.
Jason never made the list.
He didn't, and I'm okay with that. But
well, that's another story.
Right.
It's like I've said before. Certain franchises, literally, you don't need an excuse like fucking Halloween in order to go watch them.
But one of my biggest issues with this list is, they include less scary things, like Beetlejuice, Corpse Bride, and this is movies to watch on Halloween. So where the fuck is Hocus Pocus?
Yeah, did they suddenly forget that Hocus Pocus 2 is finally upon us?
I guess so.
And of course, watch the first one if you've never seen it, and then you'll fucking figure out why it is everybody's batshit crazy about the second one coming out.
Oh yeah, it comes out Friday, and you bet your ass I am watching it Friday. I cannot fucking wait.
That's right. I mean, I know we paid for Peacock not Peacock, Disney Plus just to watch that.
Oh, you should have hit me up. I would have given you my login.
It was $1.99 sale.
No, that's fair.
I'm
This
always
list
big
had
on.
a few good notes, but overall,
There was nothing on here that really
blew my socks
screams
off.
terrifying.
No, there wasn't.
Where was Art the Clown?
Yeah. Just that little scene right there is scarier than half this list.
Yeah, because you have no idea what's about to happen to that poor freak.
Yeah, part 2 is coming out here real soon.
And it's over the fucking top.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been on this list. They should have been talking
Agreed.
about stuff that is relevant right fucking now.
Agreed.
Halloween, I'll give it to them because obviously
Yeah.
Halloween Ends comes out. But there's other stuff. Like I said, the Black Phone. What about Strangers?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Why doesn't anyone ever reference the fucking Strangers?
I don't know.
They are just as big, and I would say icons of, the 2000s. Those two films were
Oh,
freaky.
and I'm sorry, but where the fuck is the best Halloween movie ever? Trick or Treat.
That's another one.
That's another
It's
one.
so fucking cult classic that they're showing it on the big screen again.
Where's my Sam? Come on.
Ah, man. I mean,
So yeah, there's some good.
where was
things
the
on this
Evil
list.
Dead?
Yeah, where is the Evil Dead? That's a good question.
The Collector, the collection.
Yes. Did you hear the third one in that series is coming out this year? I think maybe next year.
I believe so.
Yeah,
And
the
it's about
Collected.
fucking time.
It is.
I just watched the franchise, one of my favorite Kane Hodder franchises,
Hatchet.
because he's bigger
Yes.
than Jason.
Oh,
Hatchet, the
Yes.
fucking Hatchet series.
yes.
If you like Carnage Candy, and let's face
Ooh.
it, him as Victor Crowley is fucking terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Like way more than when he played Jason. He was great
Ooh.
Jason. But Victor Crowley, man, woo-wee, he's like a fucking wrecking
Yes.
machine.
Also, where's movies like Candyman? That would have been good on here.
That would have been a great one. House of a Thousand Corpses, goddammit.
Yes, or Phantasm. I know I'm the only one who ever mentions that movie, but god damn it, it deserves its credit.
The tall man deserves the props that he deserves.
Mm.
He was fucking spooky. Spooky to the
Ooh.
core. What about the
Spooky.
movie Howl or
Yeah.
any of the Resident Evils?
Yes. How about
God,
Dead Alive?
there's-
That could have been on here.
There's so many franchises that they just really overlooked. Even Doom. The Doom series is good.
That is true.
So it's like I could go on fucking Netflix right now and probably come out with a top 10 most scariest fucking films right
Yep.
now. Because believe
Yeah.
me, I start looking. Apparently my cat is on the fritz. But and they're there, but they never get talked about.
No, they don't.
Mm-mm-mm. And then, they do a lot of that family-friendly shit. Well, what about the Elvira Mistress of the Dark film?
Yeah.
Fright Night? Anybody?
Yes. I love that movie. Or even
So
Lost
many.
Boys.
Underworld would be a good one.
Yes. Yes, it would.
I mean, there was kind of one sequel in there that sucked, but we got
Wow.
through it and got to the good one at the very end. Yes, I agree with that, Smashing. Absolutely.
Yes. And before we wrap this up, I'm gonna do a quick little look what I got. Okay.
Ah,
Gangis
the
has
Holy
another
Grail
face,
of masks.
y'all. Gangis has another face.
And for those of you watching, if you haven't been paying attention, both myself and my Dark Queen Mischief are still in the running for the Face of Horror competition.
Yes.
If you don't want to put all your votes on one person, how about vote for both of us? We appreciate it. And, it's either way, either one of us wins this thing, we all win.
Exactly.
We really, really do, because that just goes to show you hard work, dedication, and love for horror can get you somewhere.
It definitely can.
For real. So please, guys, free. You don't have to pay for it. It's free daily votes.
And
free
honestly,
votes.
I think paying for it's a total fucking cop-out. But anyway, that's beside the point.
For those that are trying to cut their way to the top, so to speak. But I do appreciate that a vast majority of the money that does get paid is going to children's cancer research.
Yeah, sorry, Kyler, you kind of did miss the whole stream. We're wrapping it up here, but it's available on playback. You can go back and watch it.
Yes. You will most definitely be able to catch the instant replay.
Indeed.
I mean, if you really want to waste an hour. But seriously, though, I am waiting for a list that makes fucking sense.
You know what? Maybe on Halloween, like the day of, since that's a Monday, maybe if we have time, maybe we need to do our own list and tell y'all what we think you should be watching on Halloween.
Honestly, I think that is a perfect idea. And not to mention, over the next few weeks, we're going to be back at the Realm of Metal, where we will be going over some more stuff as far as some of these crazy ass lists that like to tell us what's hot and what's not.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? There's just about nothing we won't shred. Let's put it that way.
That is very true.
Where there is a list, there is always a shred.
Indeed.
All right. Thank you all so much. Thank you, John. We appreciate you and your sense of humor. Not this time. Thank fuck. Because let's face it, I hate them both. But as always, thank you all for being nice and active out there in the comment section. We appreciate you. It is good to be back, and definitely keep watching for the rest of the new programs that are going to be coming up. We got a really good one coming up on October the 15th, brand spank new, with one of our near and dear friends, the Human the Hoof Beast. Will be joining us for an awesome new show. We'll start kind of teasing you with it here after a while, and I think you might be able to pick up on it just a little bit. Not to mention the Kitchen Witching Hour.
Indeed.
Trying to think if there's anything. Oh, yes, there is. There will be a Reaper's Underground on October the 1st with an excellent UK band called Clay Soldiers.
Nice.
They've been fucking tearing it up over there, and numbers do not lie. So they'll be joining us live.
Hell yeah.
We will give you the details on that tomorrow. But as always, motherfuckers, stay heavy.